We will explore a little bit of time, but let's first of all see, do we have all the correct data which we needed for this one. So we have this thing, but if you might have noticed, we have this only one table, and we don't have another table to join. And seems like this issue type or maybe the company, they should have been separate dimensions. So there are, and similarly the city and the country should have been in other dimensions. But this doesn't mean that if that is not in a star schema, we cannot analyze. We can pretty much analyze these things in Power BI, which we are going to do out here. But before we do it, we'll go back to the transformation layer, and we'll show you a little bit of transformation out here. So it's saying refresh is old, and we can actually press on the refresh and do it. So what we are going to do is, let's take this issue type and then try to create a dimension out of it. So we can do is right click on this one, and this is only applicable if you have only one value. If more than one value, will teach you later how to do that. So you can say add as a new query. Okay, let's see what happens. So you got a list basically. So you got list, and that list is duplicate. Now there are two things which you can do is, you can say remove items, and this thing you can do, or you can remove duplicates. So what I'll do, let me do one thing is remove duplicates. What happens? So I got this list of this only non-duplicate items, and you can see that these steps are getting added out here. And I say to table now, and delimiter show errors. Okay, and I got an issue type table out here. Okay, and if you see, all these steps are there for now issue type tables, and you will see that this is one of the thing which happen, like you see all the step which I done for call center is also available here. So this is something you need to be very careful you do it. Now I need to rename it. The one of the way is I double click here, another way is on the right click, you will have a rename option below out here. So let me double click and rename it, and I'll call it issue type. Now what is the difference, you will ask me? The same thing we are doing here. Now what is the difference is, what we are going to do is, under the add column we go and add a index column, and I'm going to add an index column from 1. Now if I want to change something, I can click here, I can start it from, instead of 1 2 3 and all those things I can do out here by changing this script. So I got it in index column, but you got a new table, you got an ID column, but call center doesn't have an ID column out here. So call center table does not have any ID here for issue type. So it doesn't have an ID. It means it's not going to join on issue type. It is going to issue type ID. It is going to join only on issue type. Now what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to call it is, I went back to the issue type table, and I'm going to call it issue ID. Okay. So now I've got the issue ID. Now I need to go back and put that issue ID back into my table, and that is where the transformation is going to take place. We go to the home place, and here we will take the advantage of merge query. I click on the call center, and then I'll say merge query, and I'll say merge query, and you will see that it has already made the first table as this one, call center, and it starts showing exclamation sign here, means some operation is ongoing and that's still not valid. And then I say issue type. Then I click on issue type. The join is issue type. Here it is also issue type, and left outer join, and it says all the values are matching. So we are fine with this, and when we say okay, you see a table out here. Now because the other table is table and it doesn't know whether one record is available, two records is available, it's going to make it as a table. Now when I expand it, it gives me options, expanded or aggregated. I say expanded, I don't need issue type, we already have a issue type, I need issue ID, and so I say use original name with column prefix. I say fine, and I say okay, and it got issue type, and I can actually go ahead and right click and rename it as issue ID. Okay. So now in this table I can go get issue ID. So if I now wanted to go back and join these two tables, I can do it. So I'm doing a transformation out here, creating a new table, giving an ID column, and using that ID column in joining the table. So we will go back by saving this. And why now note important thing is that how much load Power BI is going to do for these transformation. So do you want to really provide this load in Power BI, or do you want to do this loading in your sources? So let's observe that. Close and apply. Apply changes. issue type is evaluating, issue call center is evaluating 114 kb, and this was 278 kb, detecting relationships. Now this is because we have a Power BI option which can detect the relationship. So because we have issue ID, if there is no difference, it might have actually find the relationship also. So there is setting which can automatically detect the relationship. If you want, we can disable that, but right now that was enabled and we got a join on issue type, not on issue ID, but we want it on issue ID. Now issue ID here is taken as a summarized column, not here. So first of all, let's go ahead and correct that. So we go here on issue ID. It doesn't make a difference in while creating a join. It will create a join on issue ID even if it is at this one, but we know we wanted to correct this information and we don't want this to summarize. We'll say don't summarize it. Okay, this is gone. Now we come here. Now it's already there, so we have a couple of ways to go to the I can click on manage relationship and go there, or I can double click on this wire. If you find it too difficult, actually you can go to the manage relationship and go there. I say it issue ID and issue ID, and I still keep it many to one. Many is on the fact side and one is on the dimension side. That is the ideal join in a star schema. Single directional, I will prefer to keep it single direction and bidirectional we will explain you once we are in the visualization. So the join is still valid, so we are able to see that. Now if we have to do the same thing using the manage relationships, we can go here, we can open this and double click and do this, or we can say edit and do this. Okay, so Power BI always have multiple ways to do same things. So over a period of time you will keep on learning those multiple options, but as long as you know one option, that is fine. Now one thing which we have talked initially with you and we have not shown it to you is we in this relationship tab we have talked about these properties and we have not discussed that. Now let's click out here on this one. Now you have city, you have description, you have city snow names, and then you have text format and data types also. You can go here and like if it is a number format, you can go here and this is the type and this is the format, and you can actually go ahead and write down some custom format. And always better to prefer, if you wanted to have some custom format, this is going to make sure that it remains a number only. Right now I don't want any custom format, I'll keep it as whole number only. Now another thing which you can do is I can change the things for multiple things together. So let me click on these all times. Now you see that here I can change multiple things in one go. I can change for all of them decimal places. I can enable 1000 separator. I can make them percentage column. I can go to advanced and define their data categories, or I can change their summarization. Now all of them are right now sum. I want to change it till count or distinct or default. Many of you have this question, how to do it together. So this is the place you can write down a common description out here. Now remember one thing, this description is right now not available on visual. It is in sometimes going to be available in visual. Like if I write city is city name, I can do it here. And once I come out, if I go here, I'll see city name here. And if I go here in this tab also, I'll see city name here. Let's see in this tab, I still see city name. But when we clear the visuals, you will see we will not be able to see that thing there. So we can give description. So we can actually also write down like company name here. If you want to put synonyms, we can do there. Country. Now one thing you might have noticed, we missed out for city, we forget to call it as city. So let's see if that option is there. So we have this uncategorized and we can call it as city. So see, that option is also available here. It's not that it's only in the column tool. And under the relationship, you will be able to see that when we are clicking, there is no column tool out here. Here we are only talking about these options. We are not talking about column tools. Now one more thing which is there is you have this relationships also have tabs. Now if I have a bigger data model and I want to come join them one by one, and I cannot join all the table together, I can actually create one more tab and keep on adding those relationship. And please remember, whatever relationship you added across the tabs, that keep on visiting on all the table tab, you will be able to see that. So better way is take a set of table, take a fact, create its all relationship, take another fact, create its all relationship, or take a set of table and create a relationship and do that. Okay. So this is there, and then issue type, let's check out issue type whole number, and we don't want, we wanted it uncategorized, we don't want summarization. Issue type again is same. So everything is fine with these two tables. Now